How can development cooperation target the poor and make a difference in their lives?
I think development cooperation can target the poor in several ways. One is, other than putting money and making money available through financing development projects, I think development cooperation can also target the poor by influencing the policies in the countries, meaning that other than giving countries money, to encourage countries to do more in terms of building social networks or safety networks that allow for poor people to intensively and intentionally be targeted is an important part of development cooperation. So I would say, yes, money is important. We should support the projects that support poor people, but we should also support the policies that support poor people through making sure that there are social safety networks that are available in all countries. Safety networks are not only for the rich, they should also be able to be used in poor countries. And I think that way you can actually start touching and targeting the poor.
How do you see the responsibility of different actors in development cooperation evolving?
I think the responsibility of different actors over time has been, well, changing, because there was a time when you had donors and recipients. But we know that now the world is changing, with some countries actually becoming a bit better off, and therefore now they can also support other countries. So they were poor countries before, but now they are rich. So that means that the roles now need to be based on other types of values. I would say, for me, the first value is to have some kind of global solidarity, where people come together because they are people, not because they are rich or poor or anything. I think that's the first thing. So that's an important part, especially for different countries. But also, I think for institutions or sectors like the private sector that have a part that deals with profits and making money, I think they should enter this process by actually seeing themselves as doing a service to society that is beyond profits. So that is also a role to play. For civil society, I think we should also make sure that the civil society are participating as development actors in their own right, but also as an actor that supports the work of other actors through supplementing their different services, but also through making sure that they look at the specific issues to strengthen the work that different actors are doing. So I think there is a whole lot of things. And for governments, of course, they have a constitutional mandate that they should deliver, but also for multilaterals, they have the global mandate that they should deliver.
Are you satisfied with the progress so far in strengthening the effectiveness of development cooperation?
I think there is still a lot of work to be done. I am not fully satisfied. I would love to see a lot more happening, because I think when you look at the number of people who are still poor globally, it still means that we still have a lot of work to do. When you look at the number of countries that are in conflict globally, it shows that there is a lot more to do. So while development cooperation was important and is important for making sure that you have resources and technical expertise available for each other, I think we now need to go into a process of starting to ask ourselves, how do we build a world that is peaceful, that can allow for us to enjoy this development? Because in some countries, development is there, but now it is being interrupted by issues of war, issues of tension, and those are things I think that are taking us backward. So indeed, development cooperation may be going well, and we may be doing the right things, but all these contexts around governance and peace are things that are now starting to roll back the gains that we have made.